Not every hero barks or roars. Some just sit quietly and listen. Steve was not a flashy rabbit. He didn't do tricks, didn't leap through hoops, and didn't go viral for funny antics. He was soft, still, and full of silent understanding. Found abandoned and alone, Steve was rescued from a harsh beginning. One of neglect, uncertainty, and fear. But fate had other plans. He was adopted by a woman named Jess, who was struggling through her own storm. Behind the camera, behind the quiet, she was battling the weight of mental illness. Days filled with anxiety, depression, and moments where hope seemed out of reach. What she didn't know then was that this small, floppy-eared companion would become her anchor. Her therapist, her comfort, and eventually, her purpose.
Steve didn't speak. But he didn't need to. He was always there. Nestled beside Jess during panic attacks. Sitting silently when tears fell. Offering nothing but presence and peace. He grounded her. His calm, his routine, his soft breathing. They were reminders that life moved forward, slowly, gently. That just being there was enough. Jess began to heal. And in doing so, she began to share their story with the world. Not for fame, but to show others struggling with mental health that they were not alone.
Photos of Steve, serene, soft, surrounded by cozy blankets and peaceful plants, began to circulate online. But unlike the noise of traditional internet fame, Steve's presence online was quietly revolutionary. He became a symbol of calm. A little creature who represented hope, mindfulness, and mental well-being. Steve's Instagram wasn't about filters or flash. It was about authenticity. Showing the raw moments, the healing moments, the honest in-betweens. Thousands of followers began to comment. "This rabbit saved me, too. I didn't know I needed this softness. Thank you, Steve."
Steve became more than a rabbit. He was a companion for millions of strangers. His face, gentle, thoughtful, and kind, became a gentle reminder that self-care is sacred, and that healing is never linear. Jess and Steve's bond reminded the world that you don't have to be loud to be strong. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. And sometimes, the quietest animals bring the loudest comfort.
Steve's story is one of survival, not just his, but Jess's too. Together, they faced darkness. Together, they made it through. And in sharing their journey, they gave countless others the courage to keep going. Today, Steve continues to inspire. Whether through art, mental health advocacy, or simply a soft photo on a hard day, his impact is immeasurable. He is proof that healing can come in many forms. Sometimes, with long ears and a twitching nose.